Hi everyone. Are you a mom that is wondering how to rebuild that trust with your adult child? Maybe you're struggling with that right now. And so we're going to talk about that today. But first, I just want to welcome those of you that are brand new to my channel. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you subscribe so you can get updates of when I have videos put up here 3 times a week. And just glad you're here. My name is Sally Harris, and I am a mom that walked this difficult road that you're on for over a decade with my daughter. And when her life spiraled, so did mine. And so I want to talk about this rebuilding trust, because this is something that definitely takes time and a lot of work, to be honest. Because I think we all know that trust is not destroyed in a day and it's not rebuilt in a day. Okay, so give yourself some grace when it comes to feeling like you can't trust your child. So the best prediction of future behavior is the most recent past, right? So if your child is not in a situation right now where maybe they are turning their life around quite yet, then I don't know that you would have reason to trust what they're saying, right? Because you haven't seen any changed behavior. However, if you are someone whose adult child has kind of turned a corner and they're working on their life and they're ready and they appear ready and they seem like they're doing the work, and you're wanting to rebuild that trust, that comes with letting go of a lot of resentment, because resentment can cloud everything. And one of the biggest things is, like I said, trust isn't lost in a day. It's not rebuilt. It's going to take time. It's going to take repetition. Just like they didn't lose your trust in them overnight, but it also wasn't one incident. One incident didn't lose your trust. It was different situations repetitively, right? And so the same thing with regaining that trust. You're going to see positive changes. It doesn't mean you're going to see perfection, right? Nobody's perfect. And as we try to turn our life around, we still make mistakes at times. And so I want you to remember that we want to reflect back on what are the things that I was holding on to? What are the things that I was resenting? What are the situations that made me resentful? And I would write those things down, because you want to take note of those things so that you're not triggered by those things in the future. If you start to get a little glimpse, don't give up hope on the progress that they're making, okay? That's a big thing. And so that self-reflection, you taking responsibility for whatever part you played in different situations, scenarios. And as you start to rebuild trust, the resentment will be less and less the longer this goes forward, right? And you're going to build new memories that are going to take over those negative ones. And another thing too is, a lot of times moms will ask me, so rebuilding trust with my child, does that mean that I just can let the past go, or can I still ask all the questions that I have? Because let's be honest, if you've been walking this path with your child and situations have happened that you're just like, where did this come from? Or how did this happen? And you're wondering, what do I do? Why did this happen? Or you just have all these internal questions. I think there's a time and a place, and you'll know when that is. It's a time and a place where you could ask some questions. But I also know from personal experience, there's a lot of things that don't matter. Like, pick your battles. It doesn't matter, that one day when you said such and such to me and it hurt my feelings, right? Or that one day that you took the car, smashed up the car, or, where did you really go that day? You have to pick your battles. There's going to be some questions that seem prevalent, that if they're really heavy on your heart. And the thing is, that's another thing, is if your child is willing to have those conversations with you, that also, to me, it shows that they're trustworthy. Because if they're willing to acknowledge their wrongs, regardless of the reasons, that means they're moving forward in their life. When our children, or anyone in our life, is so defensive and refuses to talk about the past at all, they're probably not moving forward, right? So you have to determine that for your family and what that looks like. But in the meantime, of course, obviously setting up those boundaries, and build that consistency in your own life, and so that you can, move forward with your child. And, as we talk about resentment, on August 12th, I have my second workshop of the summer series on resentment, and it's August 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern on Zoom. If you are interested, you can click the link below, and it's sallyharris.com/summer, and would love to have you for that as well. And we're going to dig deeper into resentment and work through some things together in all of that. And so I know resentment is a huge issue for a lot of you. A lot of you reach out to me, and in order to serve you, that's how I determine what workshops I'm going to do, is when you tell me what you're struggling with the most. And so I hope that helps, and I will see you next time.